What?
She said in 10 seconds we're going live.
All right. Ready to snap the ball right here on 4th and 1. Big play on this opening drive for the Foxes. And off
Hands of Brimmer. He's got room, but there's a flag right there in that area of chop blocks and holding.
Yeah, it'll be key. Because I think he got the distance that he needed to make the first down.
It looks there was an offensive player on the ground. I'm thinking it's going to be a low block. Yep. Saw that one, and he threw it right at the kid that was on the ground. So that is going to be a big penalty there on 4th down. So that'll make it go from 4th and 1 to 4th and 11.
Be an interesting call right here.
All right.
They certainly have an explosive offense. I'm not sure what they have in the kicking game. That's a long field goal right here tonight, and he's going to be kicking into
yeah, I can't tell if that's a crosswind or not.
It's kind of a crosswind, if anything, a little bit at him.
So they're going to back him. Actually, that's a 15-yard penalty. So they're going to go for it because you're in that no man's land right now where a punt's only going to get you about 25 yards. So 4-receiver set here for Gonzalez. Tries to get the Farmers to jump. Maybe that's all they were going to do.
Good job holding there by the Farmers.
10 seconds on the play clock here. See if they just keep trying to make them jump. Seems like that's what they're probably going to do here. Nope. Gonzalez takes the 3-step drop, looks to his left, goes that way, connects, and that is a Caddo Mills touchdown.
That's a killer right there.
My goodness, yeah, that is a killer on 4th and 16 when you know they got to put the ball in the air and just one-on-one coverage. And number 14 for Caddo, Hardwell, just beats the coverage.
Hardwell, and made a good catch earlier. Yeah, I think that's kind of been the Achilles heel of Farmers so far this year is, they can hold, but then it's that big play down the field where they get behind the defense.
Well, and I think
give up those big plays, and we've seen that a number of times.
PAT up for the Foxes looks good, and it is. So they jump out to a quick 7-0 lead here. 5.5 minutes gone in this first quarter. Appreciate you guys staying patient with us through our technical difficulties. Sounds like we're up and running. We may not have all of the normal camera angles that we normally do, but it's not for lack of effort as Mr. Beckham and his crew are out here running around like crazy trying to get everything connected and turned on. And so Mike and I started the beginning of the broadcast, and I don't think anyone could hear us, but we were talking about how big of a game this is for the Farmers. 2-0 in district coming in. Caddo Mills is 2-1. And so they've got 2 wins just like the Farmers do tonight. If Farmersville wins this, it has some huge playoff implications for them as far as, being one of those top 4 qualifiers. A really big game. And I think that's why those plays like that hurt even more is not only because it was 4th and 16 and because it's just a long pass play, which you hate to give up, but in a game like this, those plays right there, you're going to have to make some too.
Yeah, we talked about what this game looks like, at least on paper, right? Obviously hadn't played each other before, but they have both put up a lot of points. They both given up a lot of points, right? So they're very similar teams as far as what their identity has been to this point, and they only have one common opponent, and that's Gainesville.
Yep.
Both teams beating Gainesville so far in this early district season, and did it well, but. It's shaping up to be a high-scoring, very competitive game. If Farmers have to come back and answer that now.
Yep, no, I agree. Farmersville comes into tonight averaging 500 yards a game. Of offense.
Like a little slip down there on the catch.
Hopefully that was just losing his footing and not anything worse. He's good.
Up.
Yep.
Is that Amari? No,
that was Kari Miller.
Miller.
That was, and that takes a lot of concentration there when you lose your footing as you're trying to catch a ball coming down to you. So, good job by Kari being able to pull that one in, and Farmers will be starting. It looks like just inside of the 20-yard line with the 19.
Long way to go.
Yep. Farmers will be led tonight by sophomore quarterback Levi Maccabee. Comes into the game averaging 230 yards a game, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. He had a really good game last week, 12 of 16 for 4 touchdowns, 300-something yards passing. Big game by Maccabee. He's going to be joined in the backfield by Gordon Schwartz. Fakes it to Schwartz. Comes out to Amari Warren. He's got a blocker in front of him looking for a little room. Amari gets to the sideline.
Definitely.
Nice gain there.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're going to see a lot. So Drake, we talk about Drake and all the attention he gets, and he should because he comes in. He's second in the in the district in receiving coming into tonight with 611 yards and 8 touchdowns. Well, if they're going to roll coverage towards him, Amari Warren's going to have a big game tonight.
Yeah,
and we need him to.
He's done well on his own, and I think that's the depth that the Farmersville have as far as their offensive weapons is going to be key.
Hands off to Schwartz there. Goes around the right side, picks up about 3 yards. Sorry, guys. We may be spotting the ball a little wrong tonight because we are set up about the 30-yard line.
We are well down the field.
Yeah, and so we're having a hard time seeing the line of scrimmage from our angles sometimes. So Farmers stay in their 3-receiver set with Schwartz in the backfield with Maccabee. Fakes to Schwartz, goes out to Drake Grimes on the left side. He's got a blocker in front of him and a lot of room. He's off to the races, and he is gone.
One guy to beat.
That is
he's going to take him out just inside the 5-yard line.
That is a big gain there on
Huge gain.
a little screen pass out to Drake, who shows off his speed.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I was looking. There was someone on the sidelines over there, Mike. There was like a yellow rag or something, and I went, "Oh, no."
You thought
yes.
No. That was clean. That was an excellent play. Good job by the safety of getting him out of bounds just inside the 5, keeping him
hands off to Gordon Schwartz up the middle. Yeah,
going to get a little bit closer, but you're going to see a lot of firepower tonight. We talked about that. This could be high-scoring game.
Yeah. It's setting up that way. Farmers is bringing in some size here with Rylan Mitchell and Kate Ellis. And look, this is where we usually see that wildcat. Let's see if they put Amari back there to take a snap.
Yep, looks like he's going to go back and take the wildcat snap.
He sure is.
Yep.
So Farmersville showed this look one time against Commerce, and they've showed it once or twice since then.
Levi shifts out to the right wing, or right side split out.
Amari takes it, looking for some room around the right side, and he's in. That is a Farmersville touchdown. So they
Great
answer.
Takes them about a fast answer.
Yeah, it takes them about 1 minute and 40 seconds, and they answer Caddo and put one on the board.
Yeah, we talked about 2 weeks ago when we played Bonham at homecoming how quickly they were scoring.
Yeah.
Right? 3 plays a drive, and it's bam, bam, bam. They did something very similar right there with 2 long plays, hitting both wideouts and making good plays, and then hammering it home with Amari Warren running that wildcat in.
Aggie are in for the extra point attempt. Looks good to me, and it is. So the Farmers answer back quickly as it is tied up 7-7 here early in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think I told you earlier today I got the official, unofficial prediction from
the Principal Warren prediction of the week.
Warren, yes. He gives me his prediction every week, and I got a 42-35 Farmers.
Man,
so he's doing good. He's 5-1 because I can promise you he's going to pick Farmers every week.
Right.
But he's 5-1
He might be a little light on the point score.
That's what I said. I was like, I'm in the truck because I'm just dropping my daughter off, and he's standing out there greeting the kids, and I'm like, what is it this week? He's like, 42-35s, and I'm like, up. It may be more than that. You're looking at right now, and it's early district, but this is the second and third most prolific offenses in the district so far this year. And I think you're going to see that. It's not going to slow down tonight because their defenses haven't been as dominant as you would like to see.
And let's talk about that Caddo offense. So their quarterback tonight, number 1, Alfonso Gonzalez. You remember him last year from the playoffs against Farmersville. Had a great game. He's been hurt. He's been hurt for about 4 weeks. He's had a cast on his hand. He hadn't played. Tonight when he came back, there's a lot of speculation of was he going to come back, and if he did, what was he going to play? And we were told he was going to play defense this week. Well, he was at quarterback tonight, and their offense looks different with him at quarterback.
Yes, it absolutely does. It's his left hand.
Yep,
right?
Not his throwing hand.
He's a right-handed thrower, but certainly that comes into play mentally and your preparation
just
and
game
everything
reps.
you've been able to do. He hasn't. He's made some good throws. We saw an opportunity at a touchdown. We saw the touchdown, another big play down the left side. So he's throwing the ball pretty well. We've seen a couple of, passes that weren't dead on.
Right. Took him a little while to warm up.
He's trying to get warmed up, but once he gets going, that's something that the Farmers secondary is going to have to be ready to take because he's going to throw at them. There's no doubt.
Another number to keep an eye on tonight's number 2, Holden Bremer, is the leading scorer for Caddo.
With Gonzalez being out, Bremer took over, and he's been running the ball. I think he has 11 total touchdowns this season.
Yep. There's Gonzalez right there, just what we were talking about, that escapability that he showed last year in that playoff game. He shows it again.
Yep.
First down run there for him of about 12 yards. So that will move the chains as Caddo now be snapping this ball from their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, for the kid, you like to see that because he's got confidence in his ability to get up in there and take some hits with that hand. So,
And you believe me, Farmersville's going to try to put some, they're going to try to hit him when they can.
Oh,
they're going to want to make some contact. Hardwell here played well by the Farmers.
Who's that on the outside? Is that Davis?
That's Grimes out there, yeah. Grimes and Nate Clark on the
Nate.
tackle, yeah.
That's my boy Nate Clark. Always got to call out Nate. He's my boy.
Gain of about 2 on the throw. Make it 2nd and 8. Brimmer in the backfield with Gonzalez. They're going to get a heavy dose of him tonight. Understandably so. Big kid, 7 yards of carry. Got about 10 touchdowns on the season.
I think he's 11. Yeah,
Alfonso goes out to the right side. Connects with the receiver there. Waits on his block.
Move.
Yeah, does a good job of letting his block set up. That's going to move the chains. Gains about 10 yards out to right at the 50-yard line, it looks like, maybe the 49. And so, I was talking to some of the coaches. They told me that this is what happened. When Caddo gets a first down, they go fast. And they try to get into a rhythm. They try to, just wear you down on defense. Gonzalez goes deep. He's got a guy open off of his fingertips. Wow.
Is that Stone on the outside?
Yeah, that was Stone.
Yeah, so that's been the they play aggressive. They come up and make good tackles. That's been the thing that has hurt them so far this season.
Yep.
Is just getting beat right there.
2nd and 10. Gonzalez looks out to the right. It's going to come back around to the left side to Hardwell, but that ball was knocked down. I think that was Damian Gonzalez who got his hand on the ball.
Yeah, good
nice
pressure.
job there
Good
by
pressure
Gonzalez.
right
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the risk you take whenever you try to set up one of those little pump fake screens is if someone releases to go block, there's going to be a defender come at you. And good job there by Gonzalez of staying there on Gonzalez Damian Gonzalez on Alfonso Gonzalez,
yeah.
And not falling for that pump fake. So 3rd and long here. Caddo's had some success tonight on 3rd and longs so far. 3 receiver set with Brimmer in the backfield. 3-step drop for Gonzalez. He's looking for some room to the left side. He's got some room. Good job there by Cade Ellis. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, that's a big-time play right there. Cade Ellis makes a great play, sling him around, but from a quarterback standpoint, his receiver coming back to the quarterback, I think that's Hardwell. We've seen him make a couple catches already.
So Gonzalez right there just showed in one play why it was so important whether he plays or not for Caddo Mills.
Huge difference right
there. Able to keep that play alive and then hit the receiver for the first down. Wow.
Great play.
Gonzalez takes the snap. Hands that around to the first back coming around. That's number 5. Mikey Grant brought down by, looked like Green was in on that tackle. So was Cade Ellis. Gonzalez picks up about 7, it looks like. So 2nd and 3 here for the Foxes.
Yeah, they're doing a good job so far of spreading it out with the pass, and that's really putting pressure on the defense.
Yep.
To then again.
It's got to make those tackles too, right? Hands off to the first guy through there, number 8. He's going to bounce off of a couple of Farmers. Looks like he's going to get spotted for the first down, and he does.
Josh Moses, when I was looking through the stats, and a lot of this we see on paper, right? We don't get to see these guys play as much. What I haven't seen, what I thought coming in is we're going to have depth on offense, and I didn't think they had it.
Right.
From looking at what some of those guys like Brimmer and Gonzalez have done, but man, they have a lot of guys that can make some plays.
Yeah, they got 4 guys with over 20 catches coming into tonight.
Yeah, definitely at the receiver standpoint, but even at the running back, they're giving the ball off.
The other handoff there to Moses, brought down by Latimer and Ellis. Looks like it might have even been a loss of 1 there. Bring up 2nd and 11. Gonzalez stays in the shotgun. 3-step drop, looks to his left side, goes that way. He's got an open receiver. Oh, nice job there by Rajon Wilkes. Knocked that one out. The receiver had the ball, brought it down, but Wilkes able to get his hand in there and knock that one loose. So it's going to be 3rd and 11 again.
That's a big play. But we saw that before. They're doing a good job of holding them up when they get down there in that red zone.
Yep.
just gave up that big play
bend
last
but don't
time.
break.
They got to make the big play now.
3rd and 11, and obvious 4-down territory here for Caddo. So they're gonna take 2 shots here. So you don't have to get it all on this particular down.
Everything going to the right side.
Going to be a double pass to Brimmer. That ball's live. That ball's live. It was a backward pass. That was a backward pass.
If it wasn't a backward pass, then he couldn't have thrown it. That's what they were.
That's exactly right. Yeah, that's why I was
setting up a halfback pass right there.
That should have been a live ball.
This is where it hurts for us to be way down here on this end of the field, and we can't.
Well, it's also
get a good look at that.
Also, the advantage we have of having our instant replay. We're so used to using that. Connor Brown on for a long field goal attempt here. I said it was 4-down territory, but they didn't gain anything on 3rd down. Brown puts it up.
He got
Looks like he got it.
I think
he sure did.
There you go. Take the lead back.
Yeah, field goal for Caddo. Puts them up by 3 here, 10-7 with a minute and a half to play here in this first quarter.
Hey, the way that they've been moving the ball, the way both teams are moving the ball, I think you hold to a field goal. I think that's a victory there.
Seems like a win right now.
If they can come back and answer and put the ball in the end zone.
So the Farmers offense is going to get the ball tonight for the second time. See if they can keep that same momentum that they got. And really was, there were 2 of those screen passes, one to Amari, one to Drake, both of them for big gains. And you got to think that's going to open up some of those running lanes
exactly
for
what I'm
Rafe
thinking.
McCormick and Gordon.
It's also going to open up that move and the ball down the field to an Ethan Stone or someone like that over the top of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they've got to roll those guys up. Those safeties have to be coming up to tackle those 2 big guys, right? You're talking about Drake and Amari. They're hard to bring down.
Stone, Miller, and Grimes back deep to receive for the Farmers. All 3 of those guys, I can promise you, are wanting the ball in their hands, wanting to make a play.
They can run.
Brown's kick. It's going to be a little short. That might go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think so.
That's going to go right out of bounds. So the Farmers are going to have good field position here.
Better than the last time.
Yeah,
last time they started on the 17-yard line.
Yep.
Yeah. Drove it down the field, so they get a little bit better start this time.
The Foxes were thinking the same thing we were as far as maybe not wanting to kick to one of those guys. Farmers down by 3. 2 possessions for Caddo in that first, so far in this first quarter, 1 touchdown, 1 field goal. Converting on some 3rd and longs, a 4th and long there. So you got to think that the odds will eventually work out into your favor. We'll be able to make some stops on those plays. They've done a good job of getting them to those down and distances, just haven't done a good job of stopping them yet. Rafe McCormick in the backfield with Maccabee. Gives to Rafe up the middle, runs hard. Takes a tackler with him, picks up about 6, it looks like.
Yeah, he runs hard. Typically does a really good job of protecting the ball right there.
Yeah, you saw him. He was holding on with both hands, and they're pulling at it pretty hard. So 2nd and 4 here for the Farmers. So they look to the sideline, get their play call in from offensive coordinator Josh Howard.
I'm guessing there's not many kids on the field with 2 arms stronger than his. That kid,
he is stout.
He is a stout kid, boy.
Oh, low snap. Maccabee does a good job of getting it. He's going to pick up a little room up the middle. Levi Maccabee showing some of his wheels right there. Absolutely.
Yeah. Big play by the sophomore right there. Great play.
Picks up the low snap, just goes around that left side and just makes something out of nothing. Nice job there by Levi. That's going to move the chains, puts the ball just this side of the Farmer 50-yard line.
Those are important plays.
Absolutely.
Right there. Turn into bad plays, and you turn them into something good.
And just minimizing the bad plays, right?
Yeah.
Takes the snap, goes out to Amari. Amari got a blocker in front of him. He's got a few blockers in front of him. He goes down the sideline. He's still in bounds.
They did
all the way. Oh, that's going to be a touchdown.
He got the
and it is. He did not go out of bounds.
Boy,
that is a great run by Amari Warren.
Yeah, he was right tiptoeing down the sidelines right there about the 20-yard line, and I wasn't sure from here whether or not he was actually staying in bounds, but we got the referee right there.
He was there the whole time, and I didn't see him go out of bounds. And that's one of those where you expect him to, right? And luckily, the referee let it play out, didn't blow his whistle.
Super athletic play right
Absolutely.
there by Amari getting that ball down the sidelines. And that's, like I said, this is what we
need those plays.
We expect
Absolutely.
to see tonight. You're going to see big plays and a lot of offense.
Aguiar's kicks up. Looks good to me. And it is. So your Farmers answer again in about a minute as they come down, put another 7 on the board, and they're up 14-10 over the Foxes. Yeah, you're right. It's going to be.
Field goal's a victory if you can answer.
It's kind of one of those boxing matches where you just take turns hitting each other, right?
Who can get the bigger slugs in? Yeah. So that was a good job. So now they have to be intent. The Blasting game has to be intent on doing the exact same thing, holding them out of the end zone. If you have to give up a field goal, so be it. Just keep them from getting in the end zone, and I think that's what they'll be doing again.
Well, and I mean, you really don't envy Blasting game right now as far as because what you'd really like to do is put some pressure on Gonzalez, right? And to do that, you're going to man up some guys on the outside, right? That's where So if you don't bring pressure and Gonzalez has a little bit more time to throw, I mean, so you got to kind of pick your poison. So interesting to see what Coach Blasingame comes up with, but
mix it up, and you like to see some of those guys that are, those guys on the line with your 4-man rush. If some of those guys can get some pressure on there, the Tayshawn Davis, and Cade Ellis, and Latimer, and any of those guys can get home.
Aguiar puts a foot to it. Going to be a fair catch, taken at the 5-yard line. So the Foxes will bring that one out to the 25.
Yep.
Well, they will take over. So there's been 4 possessions in this first quarter, and there's been 4 scores. Now, it's only taken Farmersville 3 minutes total to get their 14 points, which means that Caddo has had the ball about 8.5, 9 minutes of this first quarter.
Yeah, and
Brimmer back in at running back here for Caddo. Usually when he's in there, he's getting the ball.
Play.
Salas tries to draw him off sides, doesn't work. Hands to Brimmer right up the middle. Runs into his own player, but he's tackled from behind by Tayshawn Davis. Pile of Farmers. Weston Davis getting off there. Tiffin Green, I think, is in the middle of all that.
You mentioned the 4 possession, 4 scores. Well, Farmersville, unfortunately, lost our punter.
Yes.
Last week, Paxton Graves went down he's also our backup quarterback, went down with a broken collarbone, and so he's out. But, I don't know that we're going to need him to punt tonight.
Yeah.
Certainly hope that he's well soon. Actually, I'm looking at him right now. Looks like he's doing all right, but I don't expect a lot of punts to be taken tonight on either side.
If we can force some punts from them, then, that would be a great thing. So at the end of one full quarter here, your Farmers up 14-10. They're going to flip sides of the field here. That wind is still blowing a little strong, Mike. Even as the sun's gone down, it's continued to blow. But it hadn't seemed like it's really had too much of an effect yet on the passing game or the kicking game.
No, it's basically a crosswind, it seems like, maybe slightly from our right to left. Which would be in the direction that the Farmers are heading now.
So Caddo will go to the line of scrimmage from the sideline. Waiting on the referee to start the play clock. Get this this quarter underway. And here we go. I think that's Brimmer. It looks like Brimmer in the backfield. Can't tell from here.
I believe so.
Yep. Gonzalez has a guy going in motion. Here. He rolls out to his right. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Again, that's just what we were talking. Oh, wow. Nice hit there by Damian Gonzalez.
Gonzalez comes from behind and catches up. Yeah, he held up just enough. Damian caught up.
Yeah, and Gonzalez from Caddo gets up a little slow after that one. But, big hit there from Damian Gonzalez. Didn't give up on the play, chased him down from the backside. Did gain 6 on the play. Those can bring up 3rd and 4. But that was that room that we were talking about, Mike. When you don't bring that pressure and he just gets outside of the pocket, man, because he does that so easily.
Yep, got to rely on those handful of guys in there to go make plays.
Going to be a quarterback keeper to the left side to Gonzalez. He's going to turn it up right after he gets to the end down there. That's going to be a close spot. Looks like he already marked it as 4th down. No, he just moved the chains. And I think that's exactly what Quinlan just said.
He got caught from the backside. Tayshawn Gonzalez, one of those guys, were able to get around the backside and take him down. Almost shut him down before he got the first, but
Yeah,
just
Quinlan
able to pick up enough.
just asked him why they didn't actually measure that because he just moved the chains without really looking. I agree.
It was close.
H-back goes in motion. Hands to Brimmer coming around the right side. Nice job there by
nice
Weston
tackle.
Davis. Yeah, he fought off the
Weston
blocker
Davis.
and brought him down. That's a hard guy to bring down one-on-one when you got a blocker in front of you. Great job there by Weston Davis.
Yeah, good strong hands right there. I think he got a piece of him and ended up getting enough
pulling
of his
him down.
arm and just pulling him down with him. Yeah, it's a great play.
Gain of about 1. 2nd and 9 here for the Foxes.
Keep him in
They have
long.
a little bunch receiver set to the left side. Gonzalez rolls out that way. And, again, got plenty of time. So he's going to dance around behind. Nice
we got
job
it.
there.
Tayshawn, no, it wasn't.
Oh, wow. That was tipped
And he caught it.
caught by a looked like a lineman who just bulls his way for a first down. Man, that just knocks the breath out of you. Whenever you make a good play, you tip the ball.
I think that's Tayshawn in the backfield. Gets his big hands up. He's blocked a couple of field goal extra points this year. Gets his hands up, knocks the ball up in the air, and they just happen to.
Yeah, just a lucky play.
Lucky play. Nothing you can do about that. Great defensive play. They just were fortunate.
Hands to Brimmer up the middle, going around that left edge there. Brought down by Kate Ellis. Short gain on the play. Doing a good job tonight of kind of containing Brimmer so far. Rotating a new receiver. They're going to have 4 receivers, 1 to the far side, 3 here to the near side.
Yeah, Brimmer came out as well for Wyatt, I believe, or Wyatt Watson.
Gonzalez looks to the right side. He's going to go deep. He puts a lot of air under that one. That's going to go up for grabs. Nice job there by Jahir. Goes up with the receiver. Nice job. He put a lot of air under that one, and that could have been one of those winded balls that we were talking about where the wind might have affected that one.
That's your multi-year starting center fielder.
That's
for
right.
The Farmersville Farmers.
Playing center field. That's exactly right.
For the football farmers right there, Jahir Venegas.
So that's going to be
play, and there was a little bit of pressure back there. They're double teaming Tayshawn in the backfield, and he's fighting those guys off and making them get the ball out of his hands.
3rd and 8 upcoming here for the Foxes. Gonzalez rolling out to his right side. He's got some room in front of him. Has a receiver though. Complete, and again he's just very smooth and confident out there as he rolls out. He's not in a big hurry. He takes his time. He lets the play develop. Really hard to cover those receivers for that long.
Yeah, that's tough.
And that's why, again, go back to, do you bring the pressure, Try to make him make a quicker decision. That one goes out to number 3.
Ball down. Looks like it went out of bounds. They had an opportunity right there. I don't know if they called him down or if they called the ball out of bounds, but they definitely.
Yeah, the ball did come out there. So he got spun down over there on that far sideline. I have a hard time seeing who that was, but Caddo with 4 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. Gonzalez hands to that guy coming up the middle. Nice job there by Farmersville defensive line, putting a hat on him. Limits him to a 3-yard gain. So this is, Caddo is just, they're controlling the clock tonight, and the clock continues to run. Fakes it. Gonzalez looking for some room around the left side. Little run pass option goes out to Hardwell. Big stick there by Ray Wilkes.
Hit by Ray Wilkes, yeah.
But that does get them into the inside of the 10-yard line, though, for first and goal.
First and goal. We talked about coming in, they look like they have a similar identity, but I think they're very different. They're both heavy offense, right?
Yep.
Heavy offense and score a lot of points, give up some points. But the way that the Foxes are running the ball and kind of methodically moving the ball down the field where the Farmers are getting in chunks and scoring really fast, it is a little bit different.
Looks like they've got – this lineman is off the line. They didn't call it, but, man, they had extra tackle out there, and he was lined up in the backfield. That should have been a penalty for illegal formation. But because that was like a V shape there on that offensive line. Gonzalez keeps the ball, though, no gain. Brings up 2nd and goal from about the 7-yard line. Brimmer back in the game, though, not a surprise as you get closer to the end zone.
Leading the team in scoring touchdowns.
Hands it to Brimmer up the middle. He's got a lot of room. Runs over a couple of guys, and he gets into the end zone.
Well, that's one where you're looking to hold, and maybe try to force a field goal or force them to have to go for it on a 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, and the problem with he's just a big kid, right? You made contact with him, well outside of the end zone, but he just continued to bull his way in and ran through some tacklers there, and that was just his size kind of taking over. Brown in for the PAT. Looks good, and it is. So 7.5 minutes to play in this first half.
Take back the lead.
Yeah, Caddo takes the lead again, 17-14.
Yep, the dogfight we were looking for.
And again, they take 4.5 minutes off the clock when they do that. So they are a little bit, like you just mentioned, a little bit more methodical, and they do pick up, gains in chunks, but not the way Farmersville has so far tonight. So.
Well, time to answer. This is one of those, like you said, it's that big-time boxing match. If you're trading punches, you can't afford to not get yours in.
That's exactly right. Yeah, you can't
can't
take a couple in a row without giving one back.
Yeah,
so
you got to give one back right here.
Let's see. Last time the Foxes kicked off, they were obviously angling it away from our deep guys, and it goes out of bounds. To see if they try that again, or if we can get one of those guys back there a touch. And Coach Walker, one of the best special teams coaches in the area, he's got a return set up if he can just get the ball in one of their hands.
Yep. So got Miller, Stone, and Grimes heading back deep for the Farmers.
Brown's going to be kicking this one from the right hash mark. He's left-footed, so you got to think he's going to try to kick that one over to the left side somewhere, unless they're going to try to pin in the corner down here. But last time he did that, he went out of bounds.
Yeah, I was going to say, they kind of what they tried. Now they're shifting over to the right hash.
I'm
sorry, to the left hash.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Now they're going to give them the ability to kick over here. Might be
another little pooch kick
for Miller to run up and get a ball on the run right here.
Get some good field position here for the Farmers. Good crowd here. Small stands in Caddo Mills. Man, not a lot of room. That is going to be a really short kick. It's going to hit the ground. Kari Miller takes it on one hop, looking for some room around the right side. He's able to outrun a couple of defenders. He's going to get out to about the 25-yard line. But, anytime the ball hits the ground that deep into the return, it is really scary. So
kind of what we thought. Came over here to Miller's side. They just kicked it short. He had to come up and field it on the hop. Was able to get around there. It's like they spot the ball at the 26-yard line for the Farmers.
So it looks like that normal 3-receiver set for the Farmers. Gordon Schwartz back in at running back with Maccabee. Drake Grimes over here by himself, but he is getting a little bit of safety help, as you see the safety there about the 30-yard line, shading that way. Gordon Schwartz gets the ball off the left side. Going to be a short gain there as that same safety that was shading towards Drake comes up and makes the tackle.
Yeah, they're pretty consistent about alternating those running backs right there between Rafe and Gordon Schwartz.
Yep.
But they keep the offense pretty consistent, right? Same type of plays. They're able to do the same things. So that gives them the ability to run in and out.
Maccabee, quick throw out to Drake Grimes. He's got it. Looking for a little block there. He's going to dive his way out to the first down, and they're going to mark him right at it. Let's see how they mark it.
I think he's just passed.
He should have been. Uh-oh. Injured Farmer is Tayshawn Davis, who's on the ground right now.
Is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's holding that left leg. Man.
That is a first down for the Farmers, but more interest right there.
Yeah.
Tayshawn.
Maybe a cramp. Looks like they're stretching him out. Okay.
Well, that's good to see.
Ooh, man. Yeah.
big time player.
I think
game in, game out on both sides of the ball.
I think Coach Quinlan took his first breath about halfway out there when he saw him stretching that out versus what they could have been and what everyone was fearing.
Yeah.
Interesting to have a cramp in conditions like this when it's so cool. You don't think they're sweating as much, but that's also could just be from just pure exertion there from Tayshawn, who rarely comes off the field.
He's playing against big boys every snap all game long.
Both sides of the ball.
Both sides of the ball.
Running down the opposing offensive players and pulling to go out and get blocks on. Yeah, I mean, he's a very active dude out there. Oh, Looks like he tightened back up. They're going to have to work on that a little bit.
Massaged out and get him some fluids in him.
Hayden Grabowski comes in to replace him over there on that right side at tackle. Stone goes in motion. Oh, dang it. Oh, Stone picks it up off of the fumble. Doesn't even matter that he didn't gain maybe a yard, but golly, that was just rolling around on the ground.
The play we talked about earlier. It's like turn something bad into at least limit the damage. Yeah, ball went on the ground, but able to get it off the hop, secure the ball, and actually picked up a yard.
Looks like just didn't able to make contact there with that mesh point with Stone there. Is that one just came out, popped off the ground, luckily.
Yeah,
kicked around enough back to Stone.
Yeah, fortunate play that time for the Farmers.
Grimes again with single coverage out here with some help. Stone and Warren on the far side. That's going to be a timeout by the Farmers. Having a hard time getting their guys set. And I think they were also – I saw Quinlan kind of looking over here at Tayshawn just to see how he was doing, see if he were going to be able to
I think that's part of it. You got guys you're trying to get in and out.
Yep.
You just had to shift in, someone new on your offensive line that hasn't been playing a lot this year yet. And, give us a chance, give us a stop.
Yep.
Take a breath.
Well, I was going to say, and just
that last play,
let everybody kind of catch your breath a little bit after that. Yeah, after that fumble and ball bouncing around, and everyone literally sucked in their breath at the same time. So 5:48 to play here in this first quarter. Your Farmers down by 3. Only had the ball twice, scored touchdowns both times. The longest drive of the game for the Farmers so far is at about 2 minutes. So, I mean, they've been quick strikes so far. Really wouldn't mind seeing them take some of this clock way down, go down there and get some points on the board.
I think it's key right here. After those couple of snaps that were just, in that timeout, just were kind of dead for a second, right? It's a good time to get that momentum back.
Yeah, get a big play.
Just need a positive play right here to get moving back down the field.
Stone goes back in motion. Levi gets a look from that, sees what the coverage does. Goes back. He's rushing around the right side. He's got some room. Nice job there by Levi Maccabee.
Yeah, good job avoiding the pressure.
Yeah, able to twist his way through that rush there by the Fox defensive line. Crosses a 50-yard line and moves the sticks. Levi's showing both sides of his game tonight. We've seen him throw some great balls this year, and he's definitely showing off the legs.
Yeah, haven't thrown the ball downfield a lot tonight.
Yep.
We've made some big pass plays, but they've been short plays, big runs by the guys on the outside. But Levi, don't count him out. He can certainly sling the ball down the field.
There's no doubt. Schwartz in the backfield behind Levi. It's going to hand to Gordon. Gordon looking for some room around the left side. Turns it back up the middle, picks up about 3 before he's brought down. Another positive play on first down for the Farmers. So that will be a gain of, call it 4. 2nd and 6. Clock continues to run. Getting close to 5 minutes here. Farmersville gets the play call in. Stone will move over to the other side. I'll leave Drake over here again. Little shade from the safety. Hands to Stone, looking for some room around the left side. He gets it. Nice block. Really good block there by Gordon Schwartz as he sealed that off and allowed Stone to plant his foot, get upfield. Picks up about 3 yards. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and short here, 3rd and 1. And that was a play they were trying to run earlier whenever they fumbled the ball, Mike. Hands to Gordon this time. Oh, nice move there. Yeah.
Great move on the outside.
Nice little juke move there by Gordon Schwartz, who hasn't really shown a lot of that tonight or this season. Normally it's just speed and power.
Yeah, speed and power.
But, really nice move there as he leaves the tackler out there in no man's land. Gets around him, moves the chains for the Farmers. Farmers on the, looks like about the 30-yard line again, having a hard time seeing from this angle. Same group of skill players in there. Schwartz fakes to him. Maccabee goes deep down the middle to Stone. let him a little too far inside. The defender did a good job of pushing Stone away from that route and just running with him. Didn't allow him a chance to come back in towards the ball.
Yeah, they're taking away the deep ball. I like the way that the Foxes are playing Farmers right here. From that standpoint, they got given Grimes and Amari a lot of cushion, and making it difficult for them to get past. So I think that's going to open up a lot of opportunities.
Short and intermediate stuff. Yep.
Yeah, the intermediate stuff, the crossing stuff, and finding those zones that are because they got eyes inside on the quarterback.
Hands to Gordon Schwartz up the middle, hops over a defender, spins his way all the way to it looks like a Farmer first down. Another hard run there by Gordon Schwartz. So as you and I are talking about the passing game, right, they run the ball like that, right? And that is the beauty of that Farmersville offense is you can't continue to focus on one or the other. So new set of downs for the Farmers. So it looks like they're inside of the red zone.
Yep.
The 18-yard line.
18-yard line.
Clock continues to run inside of 3.5 minutes here in this first half. Maccabee gives his signal to the line. Fakes it to Schwartz. Looks out towards Amari Warren. Oh, just off Amari's hands. Yeah, Amari will tell you, it hits the hands, you got to catch it.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a little frustrated with himself on that one. Incompletion stops the clock with 3:10. Sets up 2nd and 10 for the Farmers. And again, we have a really good field goal kicker. And so if you're not fourth and manageable, really short, we've got a weapon that we can use if we need it.
Yeah, and that's the routes we were talking about, those intermediate type routes.
Yep.
Those are the kind of things they have to take advantage of.
Just got to connect on them,
right? Gets a little bit tighter as you get close to the end zone.
So Amari.
That cushion goes away, but definitely an opportunity there.
Nice hold there for Schwartz. Continues to run hard, tackle from behind. Another gain of about 3 or 4. Again, really hard to tell from this angle where they're spotting that.
It's going to be about 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it looks like it. Farmersville taking their time getting the play and make sure they get the right one in. Really important 3rd and 6 play here. Fakes it to Schwartz, goes down the middle. Tried to go to Drake Grimes, who got held up there. No flag.
Yeah, a lot of contact right there.
Luckily, the Caddo defender, though, goes off of his hands and out of bounds. So this is what you and I were just talking about, having that weapon in Aguiar.
Yeah.
And they're going to bring him out and give him a chance at a field goal here. Looks like they're going to be snapping the ball from the 16, so it'll be a 33-yard field goal attempt. Florin is the holder. Aguiar, we've seen he's made 3 field goals on the season.
Yeah, and he's got this distance.
Oh, there's no doubt of that. Kicks it. Looks good. And Nailed it is. Man, that would have been good from 50. Man, he drilled that one. So the Farmers take a little time off the clock, come down, and tie it up, 17-17, 2.5 minutes to play in this first half.
Yep, so you don't want to take your swing and miss.
That's right.
You want to get something on there.
That's exactly right. And kudos to Coach Quinlan for having the confidence in Aguiar and that special teams to give them that chance because, again, this is a game where every possession is going to be super important. And
got to put the points on the board.
Yeah, he's willing to give them a chance. They proved they could do it. But yeah, he made that one by a lot. He didn't get it as high as he wanted to, but he
would want to kick it higher. You risk getting the ball blocked right there, but man, he drove it. He drove it like he kicks the ball off.
Well, what he just did is Coach Quinlan saw that too, and so at the end of this game, if there's a chance, that he's going to have the distance and give you some options. So
you might see him put one in the end zone right
now. Yeah, you might. Yeah, I think if I was that Farmersville band, I'd probably be heads up right now. He kicks it that way. Yeah, and they don't even make an attempt at it. So
out of the back of the end zone.
Yep. So Caddo will be taking over from their own 25 with 2.5 minutes to play. They still have all 3 of their timeouts. So this is where we really saw Gonzalez last year in these types of moments in that playoffs where able to these situational football, the 2-minute drill. So I'd love to see the Farmers get some pressure on him, make him make some decisions sooner. Don't let him stand there as long as he has been. Now, again, saying that and doing it are two completely different things because usually you're going to have to bring someone out of coverage to do that. And then, so yeah, it's definitely a chess game going on right now.
Yeah, but like we said, the way that the Foxes offense has been running today is not scoring 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
It's scoring 4.5 minutes. And so we'll see what they have to do different to try to press it a little bit.
Brimmer in the backfield. It's going to be a quarterback keeper on the left side with Gonzalez. He's going to pick up quite a few there on first down. He does go out of bounds to stop the clock. Picks up about 6, I think. Looks really hard to tell.
5, maybe.
Maybe 5. Yeah, spotting it on the 30. 2nd and 5 for the Foxes. Brimmer in the backfield. 3 receivers for the Foxes. 4 receivers, I'm sorry. One in the slot on the other side. Low snap. Gonzalez goes down and gets it. Goes across the middle. Connects. One of the Farmers put a shoulder into him. It didn't wrap him up. Didn't bring him down.
Sure, it's going to be 3rd and maybe
yeah, so that is a third.
One or two.
It's going to be 3rd down. They need to be running the clock, though, and they're not. And the referee is telling them to run the clock. There they are. Yeah, come on. A little home cooking up there in the.
Yep.
So 4 receiver set. Again, Brimmer stays in the backfield. Wouldn't be surprised to see him give it to him right here in 3rd and short. Nope. Oh, wow. Farmers get some pressure. Yeah, a lot of pressure by the Farmers. Gonzalez throws that one up.
Oh, Amari.
Oh, man.
That was a tough, when you got coverage like that, Amari's got guy in front, guy right behind.
Man.
Need that safety help over the top.
Again.
Can't get back there and make the play.
Gonzalez
that's
just buys the time, finds the right guy. Man, that's a killer.
It's a big-time play, big-time throw right there.
Gonzalez hands to Brimmer up the middle. The ball's on the ground.
Tayshawn maybe?
I think the Caddo, the Fox, Brimmer fell back on top of it. But, man, everybody in the stands over here stood up at the same time. If I wasn't wired down to this bench, I would have too.
It's close. That's exactly what they needed.
Another one goes off the ground.
Slows him up just enough that he can't
pick
make that
ball
play.
Up just in case. There we go.
So
incompletion there on another broken play there for the Foxes is going to make it 3rd and 15. So,
and it's that bobbled snap right there that hit the ground that turned the timing of that play completely off. Right, that's got to be fast out.
Yes.
And on time. So.
Again, these are the downs and distances that have killed us so far in this game. Farmers bringing some pressure this time. Nate Clark running in there off that right edge. Oh, another receiver wide open. Hardwell
sitting down in that slot, that soft spot. Just not able to.
I would rather
that.
not
able to shift over into those soft spots. That zone is not.
I would rather not go to 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if the secondary is just not communicating or what, but yeah, that is I think the 3rd time on that same similar down and distance that someone's been completely wide open. And again, Gonzalez does a great job of buying time just with 2 or 3 steps. Like we've seen him a couple of times tonight, just kind of Houdini his way out of something. But that's those are backbreakers. That's the 3rd or 4th one we've had already.
They've watched some tape and they are attacking the zone in a nasty way. And that play over here, like on Amari, you're throwing on one of our best athletes out here on the outside, but you've got a guy 8 yards in front of him and 8 yards behind him, and he can't cover them both.
Yep.
So like you said, I don't know if they're not shifting off correctly or what the problem is, but there's some communication, something that's breaking down in there.
Yeah, that was the word I was going to say. There's been a breakdown back there in that communication somewhere, and I know they've rotated some. They rotate guys in and out because they want to play to some strengths and man. So that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Foxes from about the 16. They still have all 3 timeouts. Minute 16 here, and those 3rd and 4th and longs have just not been a friend to the Farmers tonight.
Yeah. They've made time no longer an issue in this half. They got plenty of time to run whatever they want to down here.
I was going to say it seemed like an awfully long timeout there. Ooh, that was 12 guys in the huddle.
Yes,
well, I guess that wasn't technically a huddle. They were coming on the field. So 3 receivers to the far side. Gonzalez is going to go to the single side. He had single coverage. Nice job there by Amari Warren of hand fighting with Brimmer out there. Brimmer not able to bring it in, but.
Well, I'd like to see a guy like Amari
make a big
turn
play.
his shoulders and go up go up at the ball.
Yes.
Go
yeah, he did have his back
turned. He did a great
turn.
job of playing defense, just making sure he didn't catch it. I'd like to see him go make a play right there. And he certainly has the ability to.
4 receivers for Gonzalez. He's looking to the right side. He's got a little room in front of him. He drops it off. It's number 10. He's going to be close to the line to gain. Looks like it's going to be a little bit short.
Amari's hurt.
Oh, no.
Amari came down right on that yard marker. Holding his arm.
Yeah, that's not good. So 1:04 to play. It's going to be 3rd down, but okay, they're getting him up, using his arms. He'll have to set out at least a play here, but they're gonna check him out. He just shook his head at somebody, said he was okay, but yeah, Trainer Blaine will be over there making sure that Mari is taken care of, getting back in there if they can. So Ray Wilkes checks into that secondary for the Farmers. 4 receivers again for Caddo as they continue to try to spread this Farmersville defense out, create some running lanes for Gonzalez. Farmers showing a little bit of pressure. Sends a man in motion. Gonzalez hands it off to the first guy through. Nice job there by Kate Ellis. Goes up, meets him head on. That's going to be short. That's going to be short. That's going to be a 4th down.
Yeah, I think they're going to be about a yard short.
Yep. So that's going to be 4th down. So, you know, they're thinking touchdown, but they got to get a first down first. Farmersville brings in Ryland Mitchell, brings in a little bit more size here. You got to think this is Brimmer time as they've got him in the game. Again, extra offensive lineman in Brimmer. He
got the first down and then some. He's going to be down.
No, he's going to be down at the 1. But
short, but they're going to have time to run it again. He's tough to stop.
Yeah, and they got the timeouts here. They're going to burn one with 25 seconds, 24 seconds. So, yeah, Caddo is going to have 4 chances from the 1 with one of the biggest guys in the stadium in Brimmer out there running the ball. So, Farmers are going to have to load up in the middle of that offensive line. I mean, defensive line, but this is just where that size hard to beat sometimes.
I think you sell out
on
that play.
I mean, make them.
And if they play action and go outside, so be it.
Yep,
I think
I agree.
You got to sell out up the middle.
Yep, completely agree.
And even that may not be good enough. He's tough. I mean, he's put the ball in the end zone all season long. So we'll see what they do.
Maury Warren still getting a little bit of work over there on the trainer table, but they just tapped him on the helmet. Hope that's a good thing, meaning you're okay.
The fact that he still has his helmet on.
Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah, he just came out kind of awkward and fell right on that down and distance marker.
Yeah. All right, so the Foxes are going to go straight to the line of scrimmage. They've got the biggest guys they've got out there.
And some pretty big ones, too.
Not really a surprise what they're going to try to do right here.
Going from the gun.
Yep. Sends a man in motion. Gonzalez takes it. Hands to Brimmer again. And there's Tayshawn Davis. Blows that up at the 5-yard line.
That's the risk you take.
That is the risk.
Like that.
A slow developing play like that. You take a timeout here. So it's the second timeout by the Foxes. Only got 1 left. And so they can run the ball here because they have that timeout. But then you don't give yourself anything after 3rd down. So, yeah, big play there by Tayshawn. As Coach Blassingame is going to get out there and get these guys fired up again about how important a stop is right here.
Yeah, you hold to a field goal right here, and that is huge.
Yep.
Absolutely huge.
The Farmer faithful here getting loud with a chance of defense, but there's a lot of people on the fence line down there because these stands are so small.
Yeah.
And I feel a little guilty taking up this much room up here, but
we're not in the best seats.
No, I don't think people would be fighting us for these.
No.
All right, so
we're on the very last row on the very far right end of the stand.
So Bremer back in there again. They keep some of that size in there. They had that last play. Farmersville defensive line in a 10-1 formation here. Gonzalez rolling out to his left. He's got some room, and he's
going to get there.
Outruns the defense to the corner. Just not able to beat him to a spot. So the Foxes put one on the board with 12 seconds to play in this first half, up 23-17 pending Browns PAT. We at least have to make them kick off, though, with 12 seconds. So
you put one up with about 7, 8 seconds left.
Why
Sling
not?
one up the grind.
Oh,
give him a shot.
Extra point blocked. That could be an important point later on.
Oh, yeah. Everyone is important right now. Take the 6-point lead, and Farmers will get one last kickoff here before the end of the half.
I want to say hi and thank you to a couple of our Farmer faithful at home. Miss Barbara Mason and Donnie Mason, saw them at the volleyball game tonight, and she had a lot of nice things to say about the production team, and the fact they can go home and watch it and be comfortable and warm. And wind's starting to blow a little bit here, Mike. I'm going to say I'm a little jealous of them being at home watching that. Gary Hightower as well, watching the game at home. Gary, a longtime friend of mine, Farmersville graduate. Appreciate their support as always.
Tell you, we've been fortunate all season with weather. We've had some warm games.
Yep.
Right? There's been some hot games,
yep.
but you're going to get that in, September, early October in Texas. But
this is the first football weather game we've had.
But it's been dry.
Yeah.
And the wind hadn't been too bad,
right.
And it's been pretty nice weather so far. Now I'm knock on wood, because we still have the nasty part of the season left to go.
Yes, we do.
Start to get into November. But
yep.
We'll see.
So it looks like Drake and Stone. I think that's Kari.
Thanks.
Hard to tell from this angle. So they're going to kick it down the middle. Taken by Stone.
That's Amari back there.
Got a little room. Stone gets out to the 35. You got 6 seconds in the timeout. I mean, it doesn't hurt to throw one down there and see if you can't get a pass interference, or maybe, just take a chance, right?
Yep.
I mean, what
you got some great athletes that can make plays.
Absolutely.
And you got a quarterback that can throw the ball.
Well, and if they're in a prevent, what I love to see, and the Chiefs have made it real popular, is if they're in a prevent, is you dump it off to one of your athletes early and let him get a running start at them where they got to come up and make a tackle. And that's a whole lot harder to do.
And it's like a kick return with only 4 defenders.
And that's exactly. I mean, they only have 3 down linemen here, but Coach Howard and Quinlan might be content just putting this in the belly of Rafe McCormick and letting him. So it looks like I think Farmersville took theirs because they wanted to see what.
Yeah.
And we lost our
scoreboard.
I think someone might have sat on the table up there and just reset the whole thing. There it is. Hey, it's back. So, I think that was Farmersville. They wanted to see what type of prevent defense they were going to be in here to decide what they want to do. And, I mean, a double move here, try to get those guys moving around, pump fake to the sideline and then let somebody go, deep. I mean, the thing is, this Farmersville offense is the way that they operate. They may have a play exactly for this, I mean, they put up a lot of points this year and scored all 3 times they had the ball here in this first half. So,
got the scoreboard back, fully functional.
And the Farmers, if I'm not mistaken, they will be. Will they be? Yeah, we're getting the ball to start second half. So 3 receivers. McCormick in the backfield with Maccabee. They are going to go to Amari. Just see if he can make something out of nothing there. Gets it out to the 45-yard line, but that will be the end of the half. So your Farmers in a slugfest over here with Caddo Mills find themselves down by 6, 23-17. We are going to do our best to bring y'all the pride and thrill of Farmersville here at halftime. So stay tuned for that. As soon as they're done, we'll bring y'all the second half kickoff right after that. Stay tuned.
third. I'm going to stay in the middle. I'm going to go set my camera in the middle.
I can see Megan. Kind of making fun of you a little bit here. She's looking a little bit like,
That's going to be right.
We're done with the water for now, okay? So this is falling right out of the when your child has teeth. And you're like, oh, you're good. Now should be solid food. Well, half of it, not even half, a quarter makes it into their mouth. Then you feel bad. You start asking the wait staff for brooms. And I feel like I have to clean up every time. Yeah.
teeth are. I don't know what I'm just mimicking what she does that makes me like see it. But it's like I don't know what it is. I was like, that looks like makeup.
This one acts like she's weak second. You hear that? You hear that? Everybody hates you second and third.
Now entering the field, the award-winning Caddo Mills Foxes, under the direction of Miss Robin Summers.
Amari Warren, he was down there for a little bit at the end of that second quarter. We see him going back to take the kickoff. And so, obviously, he's whatever he was dealing with on that shoulder where he went down, they were able to treat that up, get him back in there. So, and that's an important player for the Farmers on both sides of the ball.
No doubt. Back there with Stone and Grimes.
So, Brown going to kick this one a little bit short. Good job there by Grimes of coming up and getting it, not letting that one hit the ground. Not a whole lot of yards after the catch, but still good field position for the Farmers. They're going to take over. It looks like it's going to be just shy of the 30-yard line. So interesting to see, what type of defensive adjustments that the Farmers might have made there at halftime. You and I mentioned it in the first half. The third and long and even fourth and long, just those down and distances, kind of the bugaboo of the Farmers. They're just not able to hold on those, obvious passing, long down and distances. So,
yeah, they've done a decent job of holding them up a couple of times, and that's happened a couple, throughout the season. Hold them up, get them to that third and long, and just not able to get it shut down. Maccabee on the roll out here, goes through the middle to Drake Grimes, but there is a flag behind the play.
Right in the middle. Looks like an offensive lineman downfield. That play took a little time to develop.
Yeah, he rolled out, and I think they were trying to get some blockers out front. Just got it stretched out too far down the field.
So that's exactly what happened there. Illegal man downfield, so that will negate what would have been a first down. Be a 5-yard penalty. Farmers will replay first down. So I think that's the first penalty we've seen against the Farmers tonight, though. I don't remember.
There haven't been many at all.
No, there haven't been. Been a pretty cleanly played game. I don't remember there being any other penalties so far. So the Farmers starting group in there. Gordon Schwartz at running back behind Maccabee. 3 receivers. Drake Grimes on the far side by himself. Maccabee takes a snap, looks at Drake's way. Oh, Drake just tried to make a move before he watched the ball all the way in.
Yeah, he almost caught it on the bobble. Just not able to pull it in.
Maccabee stats in that first half. He was 4 of 7 for 145 yards and a touchdown. Had 31 yards rushing on 2 broken plays where he was able to turn nothing into something. Second 15 upcoming for the Farmers. Amari Warren getting some help over here as you see the safety shading his way. It's going to be a false start against the Farmers. So definitely not what you were hoping to do coming out of halftime. Come out here and put yourself way behind the chains, 2nd down and 20. Not the start that you wanted at all.
A lot of cushion out here on the outside.
Absolutely.
Again, they've had that all night, but stretched out right now about 15 yards.
Maccabee takes the snap, looks to his left side, goes that way to Grimes, goes up high to get it, pulls it down, see if they give him forward progress, and they do. That's going to be out to about the 27-yard line. So
yeah, that's a big-time catch right there. Gives him a chance at least on 3rd down right here.
Drake
he went up and got it.
Using his length and his athleticism on that one. Yep. Gain of about 8 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and 12. A lot more manageable than the 20 they had prior. Stay in their 3-receiver set with Schwartz. Maccabee rolls out to his right side. Goes across the middle. Oh, Drake had another one that just goes off his hands. Not sure if he saw the defender out of the side, corner of his eye and was, anticipating some contact there, but that's a ball he catches a lot. And
yeah, it's not an easy play. He's running full speed, but that's one that he would normally catch right there.
For sure. It was a good throw by Maccabee, right on the money, just not able to pull it in, finish the play on what looked like it might have been a first down. So 4th and 12 for the Farmers. We'll see the first punt of the night. Amari Warren back to punt. We talked about earlier with Paxton Graves being gone, who they might have as the next guy up. Looks like it's going to be Amari. Kind of fumbled the snap a little bit, but gets it out and gets a good Farmersville roll. That's going to go down to about the 39-yard line. No, not at all.
Especially for his first punt of the season.
For sure, yeah. That was not easy to do for the very first time when you got all that traffic in front of you. So Caddo Mills taking over here. 10-17 to play in this third quarter. See if this Farmersville defense.
Now is when you need a defensive stop.
Absolutely,
you come out,
You
can't move it coming out of the coming out of half. I know they wanted to go down and put points on the board right there and take this lead back. Weren't able to do it, so put a lot of pressure back on the defense right here to make a stop.
Gonzalez tries to draw the Farmers offsides, doesn't work. Goes into his play, hands to Brimmer. Nice pressure there by the Farmers. Had a couple of guys in the backfield. Brimmer able to run past them, but eventually brought down by Kate Ellis after a gain of about 2. He's 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7 here for the Foxes. Hands to Brimmer again, going around the right side. Bounces off of Tayshawn Davis, brought down by Ryland Mitchell. Loss of 1 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Foxes. And again,
big play right here.
Yeah. Not a down and distance. It's been friendly to Farmersville tonight. See if they can clamp down here and hold them. 4 receivers for the Foxes. Brimmer stays in the backfield with Gonzalez. Sounds going to move him over to the left side. Takes the snap. Farmersville showing some pressure. Goes deep. He's got a guy open. Makes the catch. Wow.
That's a killer. We've talked about it.
Just beats the man coverage there. Just had a couple of steps. Another conversion on 3rd and long for the Foxes. That has been the story of this game. Hands to Brimmer up the middle. Looks like the ball might have came out. I think the Foxes got back on it.
I think they're able to recover.
Yeah. Short gain there on 1st down. Going to bring up 2nd, and hard to tell if there's any gain at all. Maybe not. Maybe a yard or 2. Got 2. 2nd and 8. New running back in the backfield. They're going to hand to him. Goes off the right side. Picks up a couple of yards.
Yeah, White Watson's done a pretty good job of coming in there and picking up yards. He's not Brimmer, but he's definitely effective at getting in there and getting some yards for the Foxes.
Farmers making a substitution there. Since the Caddo made a substitution first, Farmersville got a chance to make theirs, so they can't snap the ball till we finish that substitution. Hands that off. He's got around the left side. He's got the 1st down and more as he spins off of the tacklers, gets down to about the 1-yard line.
He got close to the goal line right there.
Yeah, he just spun off of a Farmersville tackler, didn't hit the ground. Oh, no. We got a Farmer down. I'm afraid that's Latimer just by looking at the knee braces.
Yeah, it's one of our big boys there.
One of our defensive linemen. So again, Latimer, but he's up, moving off on his own power. Yeah, the Foxes again, they able to convert on a 3rd and 9, and they've just maintained that flow now and gotten to this rhythm down to the Farmersville 1-yard line.
Yeah, Farmers in a tough spot right here.
Yep, absolutely.
Like we talked about before, you got to load up and sell out and
Yep.
not let Watson.
Don't let them score easily anyway. Gonzalez takes the snap, gets to Watson around the right side, dances back to the middle. Farmersville defensive line pushes him back. They're going to mark him about a 1 or 2 yard loss, actually, back to about, looks like the 3 yard line. No, they're going to keep it there at the 1. That's, man, hard to tell from this angle.
They may get to honk that horn
3
soon, but they
is the 3
do
yard
that a
line.
little bit early, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, they do. That's twice they've done that. Watson in the backfield, offset to Gonzalez. Farmersville defense dancing around a little bit. Gonzalez looking for some room around the right side. He gets to the edge, but nice job there by the Farmers of grabbing that jersey and spinning him around and not letting him go. Who was that did that? I couldn't tell. We don't have our instant replay tonight, but great play by.
We're about as far away from that play as you can get in these stands.
great play by the edge defender there of grabbing Gonzalez and spinning him around for another loss. Backs them up now to the 6-yard line. So loss of 3 there. 3rd and goal from the 6 as they bring in Bremer. 2 runs on the first 2 plays for Caddo. Sends Bremer in motion. Gonzalez looking that way. He's got some pressure from the Farmers, and he is going to be sacked. Kate Ellis wraps him up, and that is a huge loss.
That's a monster
huge
play right
loss right there. As Farmers finally able to get to Gonzalez and bring him to the ground, not able to dance his way out of that one. Looks like Caddo is going to attempt the field goal from about, this will be about a 38-yarder. But, man, you go from 1st and goal on the 1 to having to kick it from
huge stand right there by the Farmer defense.
38-yard field goal. Yeah, absolutely it was. Browns kicks up. Looks like he pulled it, and he misses it to the right.
What a stand right there.
What a play, man. What an offense. I mean, a defensive series for the Farmers.
That's when they.
That is huge, man. They needed that. That is a confidence builder for everybody on that defensive unit. Starting with Coach Blassingame, man, that is huge right there.
Yeah, you come back off that first series where you're not able to move the ball, have to punt, turn it over.
Yeah, man.
Come back and have them 1st and goal on the 1 and hold them out.
Huge.
Yep, that's a monster.
Big kudos to that Farmersville defensive line on that series because they are the ones that made those all 3 tackles for losses because that 3rd one was a sack that was lost about 15 yards on. So
yeah, Bremer went in motion right there, and he's a big threat out of the backfield in the passing game as well. He goes in motion right there, and he flashed open in that corner just for a brief second.
Yep.
But Gonzalez didn't have time.
No, because Kate Ellis, he came flying through there and then got him on the run, and they were able to bring him down. Huge play.
That's a touchdown saver right there.
Absolutely. Stone goes in motion. Hands to Stone coming around the right side. Tries to dance around the first defender. Comes back and gets a block. Going to be a gain, very small gain there on 1st down. Going to be about, a gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9 here for the Farmers. Looking for a little flow here offensively in this second half. So they've had kind of came out of the gates a little slower than anticipated. This is going to be a handoff to Rafe McCormick. Does a nice job there.
Good move.
Coming back against the grain. Running hard as he always does. He gets up to the 40-yard line. 1st down for the Farmers.
Borderline horse collar tackle right there at the end.
Exactly what Coach Quinlan was yelling. Rafe McCormick with the big run there on 2nd down is going to move the chains for the first time. First down for these Farmers in the second half. Another handoff to Rafe. Gets behind that line where they can't really see him real well. That time, Caddo able to get to him before he dances his way out of it. But
yeah, not a hole there for him.
You've really got to work to find him back there as he gets behind those big boys. Loss of 1. Bring up 2nd and 11. Drake Grimes on the far side with a little bracket coverage over there as he's got a safety rolling his way. So they come to the right side. Goes to Amari. Oh, wow. Everyone here, that went through the hands of the defender who undercut the route. It hits Amari in the stomach like a defensive catch there. And all of us went, ooh, at the same time.
I probably knocked the breath out of him. I don't think Amari saw the ball.
No, he's down right now.
The defender did an outstanding job jumping the route.
Yes.
And was there, just not able to make the play. And that scooted through. And just like all of us here didn't see that ball coming through. I don't think Amari did either. But
no. That was a defensive catch. It just hits you in the stomach and you put your hands down.
I think the ball buried itself in his belly.
So you and I talked earlier in that first half about how you've got to get some of these plays to break your way, right?
Yeah,
there's one. Just like that fumble that bounced back up to Stone in the first half. This is another one.
Yeah, my stomach dropped right there. I thought that was 6 going the other way.
Seeing how Amari walked off the field, I think we know what happened there. I think the ball might have hit him a little bit below the stomach. So Peyton Davis checks in for the Farmers. They're going to stay in their 3-receiver set. Rafe McCormick stays in behind Maccabee. A lot of guys in the box for Caddo Mills. No one deep here. sends Stone in motion. Hand to Rafe right up the middle. Run up the middle of that Caddo D. He's going to get the first down. That will move the sticks as Farmersville crosses that 50-yard line, get into Caddo Mills territory for the first time here in the second half. 4 minutes to play in the third, and there's a Caddo player down. I saw him. He was kind of limping off the field, and the
like
coaches told him to
That
hit
looked
the
like cramps, I think.
Yeah, they told him to hit the ground and get a timeout, injury timeout here, which works for us in our favor too with Amari. So 4:05 to play here in this third quarter, and Farmers down by 6. But Mike, it looked like it was going to be a whole lot worse there for a second. Whenever it was first and goal from the 1 for Caddo, the Farmersville defense steps up and has a tackle for a loss of 2, a tackle for a loss of 3, and then they sack him
Big
for a
time
loss
sack,
of 15. And then Brown pulls the field goal. And let's talk about that real quick. You and I were talking about at halftime about these kickers, at this level, both of them have made field goals, and that's a great weapon to have. But when you're a kicker and you get this chance to kick field goals, which is rare, right, for the most part, that adrenaline gets to flowing. And we talked about when they miss it, they're going to over-kick it. And that's exactly what Brown did there is he got in there, and he kicked it hard, but he just kicked it too hard.
Yep. That's the key to being a kicker, right? You got to have the ability to do it first. And there's a handful of guys that can do that, a lot of guys that can do that. But then you have to have the ability to mentally
That's exactly
stay
right.
in it
Yes.
and just kick it no matter what.
Yep. So they walk the young man off from Caddo. So it'll be a new set of downs here for Farmersville. They're going to snap this from the Caddo Mills 49-yard line. Peyton Davis here on the near side. Stone and Grimes on the far side. McCormick stays in the backfield with Maccabee. Gives to McCormick, dances around the right side, turns the corner. Nice gain there. He's going to get close to the line of the game. They're going to give it to him. That's a first down. Farmers are going to move the chains again. This offense starting to find its rhythm, Mike. We talked about how important that is to take advantage of every possession.
Yeah, and we saw the big plays the first couple of possessions.
Yep.
Those short passes out to the flat. The guy's able to make some
Guys miss and outrun them. Yeah.
And now we're seeing that ability to run and pass the ball and move the ball down the field.
Maccabee, play action. He's got a guy down the middle. That's Grimes, and that's a touchdown for the Farmers. 38-yard pass down. Yeah, 38-yard touchdown to Drake Grimes for the Farmers. They tie this game up 23-23, pinning this PAT. That's how you make up for that one ball that Drake dropped earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I promise you that feels good.
Yeah, just using his speed to get past the defender.
Yeah. Well, again, you talked about running the ball, right? And that was a play action right there where we got everyone to look into the backfield. Oh, no. Farmersville gives the PAT back to Caddo. We match them miss for miss, and looks like they blew the whistle. I don't understand what just happened there.
Looked
like the snap rolled back, or maybe
I think it was a bad. I don't know if it was a bad hold or. Just
I think it was just
muffed
bad
it,
timing because of this. I don't think the snap was ever held down for him to kick.
Yeah. Well, and like I said,
Wow.
I'm not sure why the whistle blew.
I don't either, but I'll take it. He might have stepped out of the back of the end zone the way he was running around back there, but yeah, because that was going to be, when you have your kicking teams normally your bigger guys to create that wall, right? And whenever somebody gets the ball in their hands and they're on the other side and you got to tackle them, you've only got 2 or 3 guys out there that are used to doing that. And so luckily for the Farmers, they didn't have to do that. But they do miss the extra point, which keeps the game tied now at 23-23. We don't have that 1-point advantage that we had earlier.
Yeah,
but
we were talking about that advantage, and we just lost it.
But we did tie the game.
Yes.
Coach Walker's a little redder than normal after that one. So the Farmers are going to implement their 2 kicker strategy here. I wonder if they might want to try to catch Caddo offside. Nope. Aguiar's going to run up, put the foot to it, kicks it deep to the right side. It's going to be taking it about the 10-yard line. Now the Foxes looking for a little room around the left side. Nice tackle there. Who is that for the Farmers? Is that Nate? Yeah.
No. That's Yeah, it is.
that was- Nate. No, the other Nate.
The
Nate
other Nate,
Martinez
Nate
and
Martinez.
Nate Clark. Yeah, there's 2
Yeah.
Nates. Yeah. Nate Martinez on the tackle for the Farmers. That was a nice tackle there as he played off the block, able to bring down the return man in space. So Caddo snapping this from their own 29-yard line. Brimmer back in the backfield. 2 receivers here, heavy set for the Foxes. See if they try to just run this ball down the field. So they're going to start with the handoff to Brimmer, and the Farmers make contact in the backfield, not able to bring him down on the first contact, but Kate Ellis had to come in there and clean that one up.
Still able to get him for about a 1-yard loss.
Still a loss on the play.
Great first down play.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 here for Caddo.
Yeah, coming off that
So-
last big stop, it's a big opportunity to really change the momentum of this game defensively.
Stay in the 2 receiver set. Gonzalez is going to roll that way. He's got some pressure from the backside. There's Gonzalez. Oh, yeah. Made him throw it away. Nice job there by Damian Gonzalez and Kate Ellis. Gonzalez never gave up from the backside. Ellis flushed him all the way to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go as he throws that one away. So it's going to be, I hate to say it, but 3rd and long. Mikey Bales at home getting excited about the game like the rest of the Farmer fans. Appreciate
Mikey
those.
Bales.
Yeah. I say it.
Thanks for joining us, Mikey.
Well, I say he's at home. He texted me. He might be here. He's just so excited that he had to send me
He
a
had to
text
send it.
message. Yeah. 4 receivers here for the Foxes. Gonzalez, 5-step drop, dances around. He goes deep down the middle. He's got a guy wide open. And it goes through his hands.
Boy,
What a break by the Farmers as that ball goes right through the receiver's hands, and he had a 5-yard gap on the defenders.
Yeah.
Wow. What a break.
Yep, he was able to get behind him and had about 3 steps, just not quite able to hit him. Great, it was a good throw, just about a stride too far.
Wow. So Brimmer is the punter for Caddo. Of course he is. We got Drake Grimes back deep for the Farmers. First time we'll see the Caddo punt team tonight. Man, we've been talking about how we've got to get at least a stop or 2, right? And this is the 2nd one for the Farmers. Nice punt. Grimes takes it on the run. Dances around a couple of defenders. He's got some room to the right side. He's got a lot of room. He's going to be pushed down to the 35. There is a flag behind the play, though.
Yeah, it's not in a good spot for the
No.
Farmers. That may be
But
coming
if it's
back.
that
was a great run right there by Grimes. Yeah, there's another flag up here.
Yeah, there's a flag in the middle of the field, too. That could be
Yeah.
in the area of blocking the back, which happens a lot on these punt returns. Yeah, so that's what it was. It was a blocking back against the Farmers. Be 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but Farmers do maintain possession. Get to send that offense back out there who just went down and scored on a 38-yard touchdown pass to Drake Grimes. So see if they can keep this momentum offensively and take advantage of having this extra possession since we were able to get Caddo to have to punt that time.
Yeah, a little excitement right there. Got the crowd fired up again. Watching him run down the sidelines. Fortunately called back, but they're in a good position to go score another touchdown right here.
Gordon Schwartz rotates back in at running back. It's going to be a handoff to Gordon around the left side. Gets behind that blocker, lowers his shoulder and runs hard. Gets out to about the 46-yard line for the Farmers. Nice gain there on 1st down. Picks up about 7. So, again, if you're Caddo and you want to try to stop that run, then you open up that play action that, Farmersville had earlier. Stone goes in motion. Fakes to Stone, gives to Gordon again, going around the left side. He's got the 1st down and more. A little burst of speed there for Gordon. Gets him out to the 40-yard line, call it the 39-yard line where he's brought down. So the Farmers moving the sticks again, another 1st down.
Yeah, good play running off that left side right there. Good blocking. Can't say enough about how well that offensive line has done.
Let's,
tonight.
I want to get to that here in just a second because, you and I talked about it early in the season that that offensive line had some struggles and challenges, but there were some new pieces out there. And this is a pretty advanced scheme that they run. It takes a lot of communication. It just takes time. And the Farmers offensive line now has really gelled and come together, and that's something that Coach Quinlan and his crew, they've proven through the years that just give them just be patient with that offensive line. It will get better as the year goes on. That's exactly what's happened here. Gain of 1 there by Schwartz on first down. It's going to make it 2nd and 9 from the Caddo 37-yard line. Caddo, again, no one deep right here. Last time I said that, we threw a play-action pass and scored. They have no safety deep. And they're actually creeping up on Drake on the outside. Levi just had a little audible at the line. Let's see if Farmersville goes that way. And they do. And they've got him again. Drake had some – oh, what a catch. Oh, he might have caught it out of bounds.
Just got it just out of bounds.
Wow, they saw the exact same thing I did. Whenever there's no safety help and they have a guy who's one-on-one with one of the best receivers in North Texas, and he catches the ball, just goes down out of bounds. You're hoping that maybe he landed on the ball and there's, just knocked the breath out of him.
I think he just came down flat on his back.
Yeah.
Knocked the breath out of him, it looked like to me. But he went up, made a
great
outstanding play.
Yeah, made a great play on the ball there. Nice audible there by the Farmers. Take advantage of what, Caddo was willing to roll the dice a little bit there and just got lucky that Drake came down out of bounds. Nice ball by Maccabee. Give his senior receiver a chance.
I think they might have had the same opportunity down here to Amari.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're loading up to stop the run, right? Farmersville's done that tonight. They've been so effective with it. There were 8 guys in the box, which means you've got a lot of DBs on an island. So he's limping off a little bit here, but he is doing it on his own power. Now he's going to jog off. Yeah, I think Mr. Grimes is going to be okay.
Yeah, I'll take Grimes one-on-one all day.
Oh, man. So Peyton Davis checks into the game for the Farmers. He'll be split to the far side. Referee's waiting on the trainer and Coach Quinlan to get off the field. Quinlan's not in a hurry at all. I don't blame him. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 upcoming. Fox is showing a lot of – oh, Maccabee just ran down from the backside. You can't feel that pressure whenever you are on the roll like that and you've got your back completely turned. That's going to be the last play of the third quarter. You got 15 seconds here, so the coaches are going to be able to get together and talk about what they want to do in this 4th and 11. And I think if you're Farmersville, you definitely have to go for it here.
Yeah, I believe that was Austin Tillery that caught him from behind right there. Of course, Levi's looking downfield. He's trying to make a play, and
he's
doesn't see him coming.
Yeah.
Doesn't see him coming from behind, but great job of that. It's a pretty big kid being able to run him down and make a tackle in the backfield right there.
So at the end of 3 quarters, it's tied up in Caddo, 23-23. Powered by a 38-yard touchdown pass from Levi Maccabee to Drake Grimes. Only scoring there in that quarter. Every time they do those lights that way, I think that they go out.
I think we're back in Paris.
That's what I was going to say. I think we've got a little trauma from that Paris game. But yeah, so the scoring really slowed down there in that third quarter, Mike, is the only points were put up there by the Farmers. But, hey, let's give a lot of credit to that Farmersville defense by, taking what was a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line and turning that into a missed field goal from 38 yards out. That was a huge stop for the Farmers. And then they carry that momentum over on defense to the next possession where they send the Caddo punt team out there for the very first time. So that defense really stepped up there in that third quarter. Proud of the strides that they made there. So it's 4th and 11 here for the Farmers. And they are sending the offense back out there, which, again, I think this makes sense. Like, take advantage of this possession. It's not the worst field position in the world if you don't get it. Fakes it. Maccabee up the middle, looking for some room, goes around the right side, ducks his head. He is going to be really close. Let's see where they mark that. I think he's about 2 yards short.
Yeah,
Sure is, just short. As Caddo brought some pressure that time, Maccabee not able to stand in the pocket and allow his the routes to develop, had to pull it down. Was able to get close to the line of the game, just not able to cross it. So
Yeah, not a bad decision right there.
No, I mean,
punt doesn't gain you that much more yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Foxes from their own 30-yard line. Brimmer remains in the game at running back next to Gonzalez. They've gone to this 2-receiver set a couple of times here in the second half, where they're trying to run the ball. That's what they're going to do again with Brimmer around the left side. Runs through an arm tackle, but eventually brought down after a gain of about 4. Damien Gonzalez on the tackle for the Farmers.
Is it just me, or does he make a lot of plays out on the sidelines?
Yeah,
Like,
he's
he
a hustler.
covers some ground.
Yeah.
He covers some ground across the field right there.
Quarterback keeper to the right side. Gonzalez looking for a little room. Kind of goes, he goes down short of the line to gain there, and that's right there, Mike. That want to go down like he just showed is, a lot of that's injury related. You know, he's not fighting for those extra yards, so it's going to be 3rd and 1 here for the Foxes. Hands off to Brimmer up the middle. He's going to get the first down plus more, but big hit there by the Farmers. Puts him down at about the 45-yard line, but first down for the Foxes is, again, we saw them go to this 2 receivers. Yeah, Brimmer came out after that hit. He got hit pretty hard right there.
Yeah, it was
Couldn't tell.
Wilkes
Was that Wilkes that came in and put it on him? So, yeah, he's going to go over there, and, yeah, he's holding his head pretty hard. Hands to Watson around the right side. Dips back through the middle. Tackle from behind by Ryland Mitchell, but not before he's able to gain about 9 yards. So this Caddo Mills, or they're going to call it a first down. So this Caddo Mills offense is starting to find a gear here.
Now Watson's going to go out. I was going to say, you don't lose a ton. I mean, Brimmer is one of their best players.
Yeah.
Most effective all season. Watson's been real effective tonight.
He
as
has
well.
been, yep.
Now he got a little banged up and has had to leave.
Yeah. Option look to the right side. Gonzalez fakes it, keeps it. He's got the first down plus more. It goes down again. You see him kind of sliding now at the end of his runs, but able to pick up another first down. So, yeah, Caddo's kind of kicked it into second gear here offensively in this fourth quarter. 4 receivers for Gonzalez. Running back offset to his left. Hands to the back with a stutter step around a couple of Farmers defenders, but not able to get out of the grasp there of Cade Ellis. Gain of about a yard. They're going to mark that right at the 30-yard line. Brimmer stays out of the game. Gonzalez looking to the sideline to get the call. 4 receivers on the field for Caddo as they continue to spread it out. That ball's on the ground. Yes! They snapped it off of the leg of Gonzalez. He was not paying attention. Obviously, the cadence was wrong. And that was Latimer that comes out of the bottom of the pile with the ball. Wow. That was a huge play as all of the momentum was on the offensive side of that of Caddo. And that snap goes off of Gonzalez's leg while he's not looking, bounces to the Farmersville side of the line of scrimmage, and Latimer able to jump on top of it. Big play there for the Farmers. Right now, Mike, you have to go score. At this point right now, you've got to put the pressure back on them. We have got to go down there and get some points.
Yeah, we're getting late enough in this game, and there's been a lot of defense that has showed up in this second half. So definitely getting down and putting some points on the board would be
Hands
good.
off to Rafe McCormick there on first down. Picks up about 6. A nice hard run by Rafe just right up the middle. Smallest guy we got going at the biggest guys they got. Drake Grimes back in the game for the Farmers. Good sign there for this Farmersville offense. 2nd and 5 upcoming. Fakes it. Goes to Grimes outside. He's got the first down. He's going to be pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 9. That'll move the sticks for the Farmers, get a new set of downs. Again, that play action is really working tonight because the run has been so effective.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. between the two running backs for Farmersville.
Yep. Now you've got
Good
like
job.
obvious safety help over here on Drake, so you're going to have some running lanes, and you're also going to have some open receivers. Nice job there by Rafe of dancing out of that first tackle, picks up a yard on what looked like was going to be a loss there for a second. So, yeah, you see the safety number 19 here. He's shading way over towards Drake. So, on the far side over there, you've got one of those guys is going to be in single coverage, but you've also taken one of these guys out of the box. So, see if Farmersville continues to just pound the rock here and run the ball right at Caddo.
Yeah, the way this game is shaping up a little bit different than we thought.
Yeah,
this second
slow
half.
down a lot.
Yeah.
Hands that one to Stone, looking for a blocker. Oh, he splits them too. Nice job there by Stone. Gets up close to see where they mark him at.
Big hit there. He's going to get.
Should be close to the 50 if they mark him at the forward progress, but it's going to be about the 48-yard line. So
3rd and 5.
yeah.
3rd and 6.
Yep. Luke Ingram at home agreeing with our point, Mike. Got to score right here if you can. Do everything you can to do it. 3rd and 6, really important play here for the Farmers upcoming. Trying to drive the Foxes off sides doesn't work. So they get their call from the sideline. Huge play upcoming. Hands to Rafe. Fights his way through the first couple of tacklers.
Good tough run right there.
I think he got it. What a play there on
Good
3rd
tough
and 6. You give it to the smallest guy on the field, and he just fights his way for that first down.
Yeah, good
Great.
job by the offensive line, giving him a chance right
I was
there.
just
He
about to
stuck it up
say,
in there tough. Yeah.
I was just about to say, great job by that offensive line right there of just blowing those bigger Fox defenders off the ball. New set of downs here for the Farmers as this clock continues to run, getting close to 7 minutes to play in the game. Florin goes in motion. Oh, good job there at Maccabee. Able to pull up that small, or that low snap. Hits Florin in the flat, but he was tackled immediately. Gain of about 1. Second and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, they have it spotted. He went down right about the line of scrimmage.
It's Farmersville's taking a little more time getting their play calls in. This could be one of those where you just try to melt it and get it all the way down there. 3 receiver set. Amari up on the far side by himself. Maccabee looking deep. Rolls out to his right side. He's got a lot of room. Oh, there's a flag for holding. Nice job there by Maccabee, but that's going to be a hold against the Farmers.
We got another flag coming in.
Should be a late hit over there,
Yeah.
too, so these are going to be offsetting. You're going to be replaying
That'll
second
change,
now.
That'll change things. Yeah, he was pretty well out of bounds right there, almost
Yep.
at the track when he was taken down.
And he's holding his hand, too, as he's coming off. Oh, no. I think he's got a finger out of. Yeah, I think or maybe he's bleeding. I don't know. He's holding that left hand out. Something's going on with it. He's going to come out for at least a play.
Yep, here we go.
So I haven't seen they're still working through the play calls. That is, looks like freshman Sebastian Redwine is going to be checking into the game at quarterback. Oh. Yeah, that's an automatic first down because that was a dead. So it was holding against the Farmers, and they would mark that off 10 yards from the spot.
And then they go 15.
And then they go
automatic first
15
down.
from there because that was a dead ball penalty against the Foxes. So it'll be 15 from the end of the spot and a first down.
And a first down.
Absolutely huge play there. Let's see what they're working on over here on Maccabee. Something to do with that left hand. As they are feverishly trying to get him taken care of. So freshman Sebastian Redwine checks in at quarterback for the Farmers, and this is something that Mike and I were talking about earlier was Paxton Graves, who broke his collarbone last week, the punter, DB, backup quarterback. When he goes out, you go from, a senior backup to now you go to a freshman backup. And so, you may be a little bit more limited here in your play calling ability with the freshman in there as the first play goes for a loss there to Rafe. And, yeah, you got to think that this box is going to be stacked pretty heavily right now.
Oh, you bet.
See how much confidence they have. Now, you've got single coverage out here on Drake. Let's see if they're willing to take that shot. And they are. Sebastian goes back, throws it deep for Drake. He's got him! And that's a Farmersville touchdown. We just talked about them giving him a chance, and he does it. The very first throw of his high school career is for a touchdown. 43 yards to Drake Grimes. That is a big play call there by Coach Howard, willing to put that play into a freshman's hands, seeing a second snap on varsity. Aguiar in for the extra point, gets it, and it is blocked again. That one was blocked right up the middle.
The other one was not. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh,
They found something in that rush right there.
We talked about how important those extra points are. Man, that is tough.
Yeah, they're working on Levi over there. He's in some pain.
Yeah, that was something to do with that left hand. I don't know what it was, but he
maybe a finger dislocated.
The way he was holding it out like that, I was expecting to see one of them pointing in the wrong direction. So there's no telling. But, man, what a pressure throw there by Redwine to Grimes. Now, it comes down to your defense, and, man, that extra point, golly, that could be huge, Mike.
Yeah, we talked about their missed extra point in the first half and how big that could be, and now we turn around and have two misses ourselves, which is unusual.
And that one was blocked. The other one was a bad snap. I mean, and this is very uncharacteristic for the Farmersville special teams, but, man, just really, really bad timing. So, all right, let's see what this defense can do. I would love to see this defense step up right now and help Farmersville win this game.
Yep, they're going to have to, and that's not what we were. That's not what we were thinking. We were thinking, shootout. 80 combined points kind of a game, and it started out that way, but it's turned out to be a lot different.
Another big kick from Aguiar is going to go roll through the end zone. So this is what it's going to come down to: is this Farmersville defense just being able to put enough pressure on this Caddo Mills offense to slow them down. Wow, this place came alive on that throw right there. Sebastian took his three-step drop. You can't out-throw Drake as fast as he is, and he put it out there perfectly.
Throw it fast and throw it far.
Drake just ran past the single coverage that he had. We called it before that ball was snapped. That was awesome. So Caddo goes back to the four-receiver set here. They're going to try to spread it out a little bit. Gonzalez sets up, goes down the middle, tries to go to Hardwell. Underthrows it, though. Better coverage there by the Farmers. They had two defenders in the area.
Yeah, and Hardwell had a good move, turning back up the seam, and had an opportunity, just a little bit underthrown or a little bit thrown too far towards the middle of the field. There was another opportunity there, but a little bit better coverage.
Yeah, coverage closed that one down.
Right there.
They shut that window a little faster than they have earlier in the game.
Yeah, Rayshawn Wilkes on that coverage.
Second and 10 here. Farmersville showing some pressure. Hand to Brimmer up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. They've done a really good job of containing him tonight, coming in tonight, averaging 7 yards a carry. Well below that on the night. So it's going to bring up third and a huge 7 right here, Mike. Huge play right now for the Farmers. Farmers showing a little bit of pressure. Got a couple of guys standing up. Gonzalez not necessarily ready for that one. Goes out to the side to Hardwell. He's got a completion there, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah,
just
a lot
too
of their
much
big plays on those third and longs, fourth and long.
Too much cushion on that one, yeah.
Need some good plays, yeah.
I know you're worried about them getting behind you, but then you give too much cushion and they can squat down in front of you at the sticks. That's what happened there. Gonzalez hands to Brimmer around the left side. Nice. Oh, I thought I was going to say tackle by Cade Ellis as he runs through that tackle and eventually brought out by Rayshawn Wilkes, but not before a big gain. After I talked about containing him, he runs through a couple of tackles.
Yeah, down
inside of the 30-yard line, and Rayshawn's still down. Now they're going to mark him out to 32 is where he pushed him out of bounds.
I don't know what the. All right, it's down here. All right. Good.
So the Farmersville defense will come huddle up over here on the sideline. Talk to Coach Blassingame. See if he can get them fired up right here, because this is kind of hard to understate how important this possession is.
Yeah, there's no field goals here. They're going. This is 4-down
there's
territory.
you're exactly
until
right.
the game's over, right here.
Continuing to work on Rayshawn over there, and gives the Farmer defensive staff a chance to talk about what's worked here in the second half and see if they want to switch things up a little bit, show a different look. That's good. Sight to see right there as Rayshawn's going to run back over to the Farmersville sideline. Not sure what might have dinged him up there, but looks like he's going to be okay. Coach Quinlan's getting his steps in tonight. He's gone over a couple of times to the Caddo Mills sideline to check on some injured players. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Caddo from the Farmersville 32-yard line. Brimmer's going to stay in the game. So they continue to stay in their 4-receiver set here. Just trying to spread Farmersville's defense out is what they're doing here to give less guys in the box for Brimmer to have to try to beat. But I can imagine they're going to be going back to him again after the timeout there. Gonzalez looks to his right, goes back to the left. Oh, just dipped out of the pressure by Gonzalez, and there's a flag back here. That's going to be in the holding. Yeah, that's going to be in the area of holding. Yep.
Boy, what a
Yep.
They both
saw the same thing. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot.
We already talked about Gonzalez and how he's flying all over the field. He saw it right there. Shot out of a cannon.
Yeah, and that's where you got to break down in front of him. So you know what I'm saying, just to try to keep him contained. But he did. Someone was able to create enough pressure to get the holding call there. So that backs it up 10 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 20. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to play. Both teams all their timeouts. This Farmersville defense trying to stand up and earn this win for the Farmers. Caddo keeps it spread with 4 receivers. Referees are going to – oh, looks like someone grabbed the wrong flag.
Trading flags.
Yeah, he's like, man, my mama gave me that flag. I want it back. All right, Farmers are showing a lot of pressure. Dance around at the line of scrimmage, send a guy in motion. Farmers drop out of the pressure. Gonzalez with a lot of time, but the pocket breaks down on him. And he's able to get it into the stomach of the receiver, but he dropped it wide open. Yeah, that's a long time to have to guard your receivers, right? Yeah,
pressure right at the end. Pressure forced him out of the pocket. He's able to make the throw, and I think that was Cade Ellis out there in front of the receiver, maybe blocking that vision a little bit.
That is the second big drop tonight for the Foxes.
Yeah. That was a big play there. Now they got to take advantage of it.
Gonzalez rolls out to his left, looking that way. Throws across the middle, down the sideline, throws it short. It's going to be 3rd and 20, and it's just going to call it 3rd and 20. I'm not going to say anything else about it.
Tell you what, I'm surprised. They do a lot of rolling him out to that left side and having him throw across his body.
Yep.
Just surprised to see that. You'd think you'd get him
and it's the short side of the field as well, so you don't have as much room over there. So, I agree with the interesting play call there. 3rd and 20 for the Foxes. Farmersville showing some pressure. Drop back out of it. Tayshawn fights through a double team. Gets to Gonzalez. Oh, he ducks under. Continues to stay on his feet and is eventually brought down. But, man, he broke about 5 tackles in a 5-yard span.
He broke 5 tackles.
And he gained 5 yards.
Big, strong boys.
Yeah.
Tayshawn doesn't normally let a quarterback go.
So you got 4 minutes in the game. 4th and 15. Caddo's going to go for it. Can't really tell you how important this play is. I think everybody here knows this. Gonzalez rolls out to his right side. He's got Damian Gonzalez on him. throws back across the middle.
Another drop.
And it was another drop, but he would have been short anyway.
Yep.
Because he was at the 25-yard line, and the line of the game was the 21.
Yeah. That's
Another drop there.
Turnover either way right there. That's
Absolutely.
Fourth down, that goes over.
Big props to that Farmersville defense for stepping
Damian
up right
Gonzalez
there.
getting in the backfield and pushing him and forcing that quick throw.
Absolutely. So you got 3 minutes and 44 seconds here. Caddo's got 3 timeouts, so does Farmersville. So if we want to run the ball here, obviously, to try to keep that clock rolling, make them use their timeouts. And this is one of those situations, Mike, where, 3 first downs could win this game if you can get them to burn their timeouts.
Maccabee back in the game for the Farmers.
And Gordon Schwartz in there as well, behind him. Got a little tape on that left hand, Maccabee does, so nothing to the throw in hand. Hands to Gordon Schwartz coming around the left side, looking for some room. Dances around a couple of guys. Eventually brought down at about the 42, 43-yard line, but nice game there by Gordon as the clock.
This is protect the ball time right here.
So Caddo takes their first time out. And again, Mike, get this first down and keep that clock rolling because they've only got 2 more. And this is definitely going to turn into a ball control game here for the Farmers. Now let's talk about this. You and I have talked about this a few times already. The Farmersville offensive line. And we've built them up and we've talked about how much better they've got through each game. This right now is a time for them to step up and prove to everyone here how good they really are.
Yep. Lean on those guys. They've had a great game tonight. They've been running the ball, haven't let a lot of pressure. Just they've eliminated the negative plays to this point.
Yep.
So that's what they got to do here. Just lean on those guys and run it downhill.
So Caddo burns their first time out. They got 2 left, 3.5 minutes to play in the game. You're going to see a lot of guys in the box here by Caddo. Actually, they've got a guy deep. Now they're going to creep up now. Hands to Schwartz. Dances around that right side, hits the right guard, picks up a couple of yards.
I think a hair short of be a couple short of the first down.
And so Caddo's going to let the clock run this time. They're not going to take their time out. They're going to make us get this first down. So Farmersville's going to salt this clock down to as low as they can on this play clock before they run this play. But if they get this first down, puts a lot of pressure on Caddo as they only have 2 timeouts left. So Farmersville's going to continue to let this clock run. Big play here for the Farmers. Hands to Schwartz up the middle. He's got the first down and more. Great job by Gordon Schwartz, exploding through the hole. He switched the ball into his left hand to get away from the tackler. Huge play right there.
Yeah, like I said, lean on that offensive line
Absolutely,
right now.
man. Those
Big hole
guys
right there. He wasn't touched, and he had that hole still going full speed.
Let's talk about that offensive line real quick with Mark Vasquez out there. You've got Tayshawn, you got Latimer, Juarez, Carba Rubio. I mean, those guys need to have their names called out tonight, Mike, for sure, because that was huge. And even when Caddo knew we were going to run the ball, we were able to pick up, what was that, about 25?
Sure, I mean, that's a
huge play there for the Farmers. So all the pressure now on Caddo. 2 timeouts left here. Yeah, Caddo's got one. I'm sorry, no, you're right. Caddo has 1 timeout. I'm getting corrected by some random guy in the stands.
The only guy in a worse seat than we have.
Yeah, Chris Butler's right. They did call their timeout. So I said they had 2. They only have 1. So,
yeah, they had just called one on that previous play.
And then Mike over here on the sideline, you see a little extra practice by the deep snapper and holder here, because that has been his last 2 extra point attempts has not been up to par for what the Farmers expect. And so, you're going to see some extra snaps down here just to make sure they're working through those kinks. So, actually, it was an injury timeout. because they're walking off the Caddo player, but the clock will start
Yeah.
here. So
Yeah, it'll start.
it was an injury timeout. But, yeah, the ref will start the game and play clock at the same time when the young man is off of the field.
Be able to take it down to just a little bit over 2 minutes before they have to snap this ball.
Yep. The purple pack here. Can't tell what they're saying, but I like that everyone's fired up.
Yeah, it's nice to get a big crowd like this on the road. Everybody
Absolutely.
fired up in a close district game.
So ref just starts now. As soon as he started the clock, the Caddo coach takes the timeout. So now he's down to one timeout after all the confusion there.
Now
But
it's one timeout.
Now it's one timeout. But this is, again, we talked about the ball control, right? Another first down here can almost salt this game away, Mike. You said something earlier, too, that can't be overstated. But, yeah, just ball control, just making sure that everyone's holding on to it. You know, you get your snaps right. We saw that one that went off of Gonzalez's leg. So I'm sure that that's something that the coach is in there reminding them of. It's just, guys, just make sure you're protecting that ball.
Yep. No dumb mistakes.
Yep. Just do what you do. I
Yep.
mean, just keep doing what you've done all night long, running the ball.
Get behind those big boys up front. And
Getting behind that offensive line. All right. Schwartz stays in the game behind Maccabee. Hands to Schwartz up the middle. He just fights his way through there. Even when they know what's coming, the Farmer's able to pick up 5 or 6 yards there on first down. So this will be the last time. I don't even know if they started the clock on that play. I think most running plays take longer than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
you know why I wouldn't be a very good coach? Because I'd have a hard time not
Throwing the ball.
running play action and throwing it up to Grimes right here.
I can promise you it's in my mind. I just can't say it out loud because it just
I'm just admitting.
I
I'm
know.
not saying
Hey.
that's a smart thing
No.
to do. I'm just saying that's why I wouldn't be very good, because I would have a hard time not making that call. Just because they're so committed
I know.
to trying to
I
stop
agree.
the run. But, hey, as long as Schwartz is sticking it up in there and gaining big chunks,
Hey,
you got to keep doing that.
2nd and 5 right now. No timeouts for Caddo Mills.
They can milk it down a long way.
Even without a first down, you can get this clock way, way down there.
Protect the ball. Protect the ball.
Absolutely. Schwartz stays in there behind Maccabee. Hands to Schwartz again, right up the middle. He just lowers those shoulders and that head. He's going to be about a yard short. About a yard or two short as the clock continues to run here.
Take it under 2 minutes right here before they snap this ball. If they milk it all the way down, and a good chance to run the ball twice right here.
Yep. So everyone in the stadium looking at the play clock and the game clock. As you're right, there's about a 4-second difference to get under 2 minutes here. Hands to Schwartz up the middle. Shrugs off he's got it.
That's
that
a ball game right
should
there.
be ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Farmers get the first down, reset the clock, and Caddo is out of timeouts. What a win for your Farmers. And I want to give big props to two different folks right here. First of all, that offensive line.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But huge props to Coach Blassingame and that defensive staff.
That
who-
second half was outstanding.
Dude, 0 points by Caddo, creating turnovers, sacking the quarterback. A 1st and goal turns into a missed field goal. What a game. What a second half by that defense. What a game by this offensive line. And, man, if you are a Farmer fan, you've been waiting a while to come over here and beat Caddo Mills.
I didn't see that second half coming. Not that way.
No.
I certainly saw Farmers having a great shot of winning this game by a touchdown or so. I didn't think it was going to be in the 20s.
So the Farmers are going to go to 3-0 in district.
6-1 on the season.
6-1 on the season, and they are in the driver's seat when it comes to the playoffs right now, as they've won their first 3 district games. That's going to be another knee there by Maccabee. They're going to make them snap it one more time, as there's about 4-second difference, 5-second difference on the clock. So one more snap for the Farmers, and they will have beaten the Caddo Mills Foxes 29-23 after being down 23-17 at halftime and coming back. Man, there's so many different players you want to, talk about and recognize, but they all did really well. And I mean, Drake Grimes with a bunch of touchdown catches tonight. That offensive line, and you know what? You've got an offensive line that did a great job, but the running backs did a great job too.
Well,
running hard and through people and through tackles and holding on to that ball.
How about big time Sebastian Redline?
Man, no kidding. Coming in here and throwing
that's the game winner right there.
Throws the go-ahead
the game winner.
touchdown. That is crazy. Well, we appreciate you guys for joining us at home. Best game of the year for the Farmers. I hope that y'all enjoyed it as much as we did. Apologize for all the times we got out of control and started yelling, but super happy for this Farmer team tonight. That whole coaching staff has been working really hard for this. We will be at home next week. I can't remember exactly who we're playing, but I know we'll be at home. So next Friday, 7 o'clock, make sure you join us. And as always, go Farmers.
Go Farmers.